What's going on, y'all? So listen, what going on, y'all? So listen, I'm sorry. First of all, I just got back up in the house like a few minutes ago. I went to the store. Had to get some things, gotta get some jeans, gotta get some stuff or whatever, because I did have a little bit of plans, but then they got a little bit pushed back. So I'm not really celebrating my birthday today, but and when I say that, I'm talking about like going out or whatever. I might go get a drink or whatever, but it's not a big deal, okay? I don't know, like this birthday just really don't, it ain't really hitting it like I needed to, but I'm not mad at it. I just feel like it's just been a lot that's going on, so I'm just taking it easy. I'm not complaining about anything. I see the love that everybody is giving. I do have plans later on in the month. So that's that. That's why. Me and a friend, a couple of friends, whatever, we doing our stuff together. So that's why I'm not really, and that's probably why I'm not really all up into it, because I'm not really celebrating today. I mean, I'm going out to get some drinks afterwards. After I do the Love and Marriage Huntsville video, we might hit the town just a little bit, but celebrating, I'm not really doing it. But we gonna do some joint stuff or whatever later this month. So that's that. But I just really wanted to hop on here, tell y'all, thank y'all. I see the love. I see all of the comments. I appreciate them. Let me tell y'all something. Girl, I had it in my wrong mind. I had it in my wrong mind that I was gonna sit up here and try to respond to every comment, and then I just saw how many was coming in, and I said, girl, I just put it in the video and put it on the post on Instagram, because I tried to do that on Instagram and I tried to do that shit on Twitter, and it was just so much. And I said, girl, fuck this. I just don't want people to feel like, I don't see y'all comments or whatever, but I do. And I truly, truly do appreciate it. Because if y'all know the type of year I've had so far, and I'm not talking about 2023, because bitch, we only been here for 7 days, okay? But I'm saying the year prior to this birthday, it's just been a lot. It's just been a lot. And it's been amazing to the fact that I am here now. Because, baby, it was some dark times. I ain't talking about, trying to off myself or anything like that. But it's just some dark times that was going on. Y'all know if you've been here. But anyway, I want to say appreciation for that. I want to say thank y'all for that. Somebody did ask for my Cash App. I'm not putting my Cash App up. Now, if you already got it, that's fine. But I just, like I said, this year, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all, okay? The times that I did used to put my Cash App up, it just felt weird. It just felt weird. Like, I'm not one of those people, and I don't have nothing against the ones that do it, but I just feel like, sometimes I feel like some people who do it, they overdo it sometimes, and some people on this platform, they do that shit to be scamming or whatever, and just to basically live off their the supporters and everything like that. And I'm just not that type of person, and I don't want people to think that that's what I'm doing, like I'm begging or whatever, because trust me, it's not. And I do understand that some of y'all do be wanting to give out the kindness of your heart, but I mean, you can scroll down the community post wall, and it's posted up there from last year. I don't really have that many posts up there, so I'm pretty sure you can find it or ask somebody, but I'm not posting it. And especially the fact that, it's like a fucking recession. I don't want y'all putting unnecessary stuff. Y'all keep that money in your pocket. Anyway, but what I really wanted to get on here, but thank y'all. What I really wanted to get on here and say, and hopefully it's not a long video, but I just want to clear something up, because usually, and it's been a minute since I actually had to rebuttal to somebody or respond to somebody when they make a crazy comment, in my opinion, especially when it's regarding me or regarding some of the people that view me. And I don't think I had to do one of these in a long time. I mean, I addressed somebody in another video, but that was another reason. But I'm talking about, this is a serious topic that they're trying to talk on. And it just bothered my spirit, because, again, I'm the type of person that don't like my character to be messed with. And I don't like when people make assumptions about me or assume that they know who I truly am, when obviously they don't. Because if they did, this comment would never been posted. But you know, like I said, it's a free. I got it open for people to put their opinions on there. But also, I'm gonna respond if I feel the need to respond, especially if I feel like it's out of line and it's way off base. So this particular commenter, and I understand, and I'm just prefacing this because I understand that some of the people that do come to my channel, not everybody that watches me watches every video that I put up. I do a variety of shows, and so you probably just come in on this one particular day this week to watch this particular show that I review. And in this particular show, it's Love After Lockup. Now, Love After Lockup has a couple on there. This guy named Chris and this girl named Gabby. Okay. Chris is of a darker hue. Chris is not the finest in the bunch. Okay. I call him facially challenged, and mainly the reason why I call him facially challenged is because of the fact that if you know me and you've seen me throughout my whole time on this, platform, I don't like to call people ugly. And if I were to call somebody ugly, it's not based off just looks. It's mostly based off of your personality. It's mostly based off of your actions and the way that you present yourself and the things that you do that's very negative and just very disgusting. Okay? I don't know what it is for anybody else on this, who's commenting about his actual looks or whatever. But for me, that's part of the reason why I call him facially challenged, because yes, he's not the best looking, but he ain't the ugliest, okay? So I'm not going to say he's ugly. He's just not the best looking, okay? And at the same time, that's why I like to use the words facially challenged, because, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I just know that what is one person's cup of tea is not going to be the next person's cup of tea. And I'm not going to hate on that. What I like, somebody else may not like. What you like, I may not like. And I'm not finna hate on that. And I'm not finna make a big deal about it. That is your choice. That's your preference or whatever. But when it comes to preferences, when you deliberately do stuff that involves hate and just being nasty and evil, that's when it comes anti. That's when it becomes a phobic. That's when it becomes disgusting and you're a terrible person. And the way that this person put this comment down, it was almost as if you're trying to say that that's what I am. And I could be wrong. I could be misinterpreting it, but, I'm going to just read the comment and I'm going to let you guys decide. But I'm also going to give, because I did respond, but I feel like I can articulate it a little bit better with the words coming out of my mouth. Because it's very clear that this person only watches some of my Love After Lockup videos and don't watch a lot of the other things that's on my channel, because if they did, they would know that this comment was not needed. Okay, so here goes. and I will put your name out. Depending on how pissed off I get by reading this comment in full, I might put your name out. I'm going to just say this. Ashley, I love you, but the amount of anti-blackness that comes out of everyone's mouth when it pertains to Chris and his family and them not being attractive, I think is really gross. I mean, he's a darker skinned man and he comes from a darker skinned family. And if that's not your type, then sure, that's fine. But for people to constantly bash this man's look is gross and very anti-black. He has not really shown us any negative characteristics other than him being loving and wanting to support his future wife and his family. Y'all give grace to a lot more of these disgusting ass people getting out of jail, but yeah, y'all completely bashing this man when he hasn't done anything other than be used and abused by this horrible woman who is clearly fucked up in the head and toxic as fuck. He's toxic too, apparently, and loves that, but I just think that it's very interesting how so many people, especially a heavier set, and this is what got me, especially a heavier set person like yourself, Ashley, is able to bash this man on his looks, but would be so upset if other people bashed off of y'all's. I could stop right there because I find it very interesting how people want to present an issue but then throw a flaw of the person that you're coming at in there to make your point. And it doesn't correlate in a sense. Because honestly, I would have understood where you was coming from had you not put that up in there. Because at that moment, you're literally trying to like, oh, so you a fat bitch, but yet you calling this man ugly. That's where you're coming from, because that's how I interpret it. And it's almost as if you thought that that was gonna like hurt me for you saying that, what is somebody. Baby, I'm pretty sure that people talk shit about me all the time, every day when I walk out the house and I go down the block, and they probably be thinking, oh, she a big bitch. Okay, oh, she fat as fuck. Okay, okay, I lived that my whole life. And at the end of the day, unless you saying it to my face, it don't faze me. I wake up in the morning and I see that I'm a big girl. Okay, I take my clothes off, I look at myself in the mirror, and I get in my motherfucking shower and I see that I'm a big girl. Okay, so putting up there, oh, and you're a heavy set, and so because I'm heavier, that means I can't have an opinion on anybody else. Because I have a flaw, I can't have an opinion on anybody else. I mean, everybody else have flaws and they have opinion on everybody else, but because I'm heavier, that's the issue. That's the comparison. That's where you want to go on. Okay, but let me continue. For an example, look at how much grace you give to Monique and Derek. And Monique is clearly insecure, manipulative, emotionally and physically, and literally trying to trap Derek into a relationship and treats him like she brought him and she owns him. Not to mention she's transphobic and homophobic, and she's disgusting, not because of her weight, but because of her character. Literally what I just said about, okay, but wait. She's a nasty person. Her family is nasty and gross. When it comes to their attitude, she's using this money that she doesn't have to buy a man. She tells him to stop talking. She talks down to him. She wants him to lay up in bed all day because she's uncomfortable to go to the casino because she doesn't want people to see she's a big girl. Well, honey, if you're a big girl, then go to the gym and stop lying about working out. But what I find crazy is how much grace people give to her because she's a big girl, yet you're on dark-skinned men like Chris. It's disgusting. Nobody is giving grace to any motherfucking body. And see, I didn't even want to curse on this because, YouTube be doing some crazy shit these days. So, but let me just say this. It's clear, mama, and your name is Queen Leia, okay? And you got an A at the end of Leia. That's your, never mind. That's the name that you gave. So, Miss Queen Girl, let's just dissect this whole thing. So, I don't know if you're talking about me being anti-black or if you're talking about my viewers being anti-black, but the people that watch me, they know for god darn certain, and they know for goddamn sure that Ashley don't tolerate racism over here. Ashley don't tolerate colorism over here. Okay? Ashley is pro-black. You know what I'm saying? Ashley is for all type of black folks. That's just what it is. And that's what it's always going to be and always has been. Okay? Now, obviously, again, you don't watch my other videos and you don't watch my even videos on this show in particular because never not once have I talked down on a black person about their looks and, came across as anti-black and did it because of the fact that they are darker skinned. And obviously you don't watch me because you will know that my preference are darker skinned people, whether man or woman. If you don't see on my other videos, yeah, and they can put it in the comments and they can back this up for me, because nothing that's coming out of my mouth is to try to convince or try to play as if I'm doing this and doing that. Everybody know that this is facts because they've seen it. You know what I'm saying? They've heard it. They've heard the way that I go up for black skinned people, or I should say darker skinned people. The mistreatment that they do, I call it out. That they get, I call it out. We have a show, Real Housewives of Potomac. People trying to say, I don't see the colorism issue that's going on or that was going on with, the girls going against Wendy and Candace, because those are the darker skinned girls on the show. You know what I'm saying? And I said, it's blatant that it is, and it's fucked up. The things that they was doing to them, they're icing them out, they're, attacking them, attacking marriages and all this stuff. Because of that, that is the main proponent of the reason why things are going on the way that they are going. And there's still some people that want to debate and say that that's not it, but that's just how I see it, okay? Because you cannot like somebody, but also two things can be true at the same time. You cannot like somebody, but you don't have to attack them and do nasty things that's very much in the same realm of colorism, same realm of being anti-black. Because let me just tell you this. You can be anti-black, you can be colorist without even saying I'm anti-black and I'm colorist, or just saying, oh, I don't like this person because they're dark skinned, or I don't like this person because of this or that. Anti-blackness sometimes and most of the time comes in very subtle and very indirect. Same thing with colorism. Sometimes it's so goddamn subtle and indirect that people don't even realize that that's what they're doing. Okay? But at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing. Now, usually on this channel, and if you've been watching me, you know I don't like to comment on people's looks in that manner at all. Okay? So therefore, if I do see somebody that is not the most attractive, I'm not going to call them ugly. What is the phrase that I use? I say facially challenged. Okay? That's it. You know what I'm saying? And so because he's a darker skinned man, I can't call him facially challenged. So by your logic, every dark skinned person has to be, we have to find them attractive, right? Granted, that's my preference, a dark skinned person, okay? And I've said this time and time again. And people have seen me go up for especially dark skinned men. And I love me a dark skinned woman. All of my partners have been either dark brown or his complexion. Women. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you don't know that, but I'm telling you that. And you can go through some of my videos and it will show you that to back it up if you don't believe that. Okay? So there's that. So anti-black, that would never. And that's the reason why I'm saying this, because I know it's somebody that's watching this like, Ashley, you don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. I get that I don't have to explain, but I feel like I do, because one thing that you won't do, I've never had somebody tell me that I was anti-black or put me in that realm, okay? As much as I go up for all of my people, for all of hues and everything. And it's like, in this sense, you're trying to basically say that because, you know, somebody is darker skinned, you automatically, you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. You can't call out their flaws. You can't say that they're facially challenged, because then that's anti-black. Baby, I don't care if you're dark-skinned, light-skinned, because let me tell you something. Light-skinned people, it's a whole bunch of ugly, and I'm going to say the word, it's a whole bunch of ugly motherfuckers that's light-skinned, and they think they cute, and they need to be humbled. Like, for real, because, baby, it's not it. Okay? I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Hispanic, Latin. I don't care if you're Asian. I don't care if you're Indian. I don't care if you're what the fuck ever. I don't care if you're purple, blue, red, brown, yellow, orange, green. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. The fucking rainbow, bitch. If you're facially challenged, you're facially challenged. Okay? In my opinion, that's how I feel. It ain't got nothing to do with your skin color. It ain't got nothing to do with your race. Now, I don't know how it is when anybody else is watching me, but for me, that's how it is, okay? And so, you know, you talking about some, we give grace, and you're talking about, first of all, and it's clear that you don't watch me, because I've said time and time again, especially when this season came on, I didn't understand why this couple was back on here when he's done the foul things and disgusting things that he's done, okay? You want to say, oh, he's a lovable person and all he's doing is trying to be a good man to his wife and do this. He beat that bitch. He beat that girl. He assaulted that girl. That's a lovable person? That's a decent person? That's a good person? No, and that's part of the reason why most of us feel the way that we feel about him. Because this is all a front, and he's a terrible person. He's a disgusting, vile person to put his hands on somebody like that. And yes, we're not taking up for Gabby, okay? And if I was so goddamn anti-black, wouldn't I be going up for her? Baby, I talk dog shit about her too. And I have not said shit about the mama, besides the fact that the mama must be young, had her kids young, because she act like she want to be his friends and not call him out on his mess. That's it. I've never said anything about her looks. I didn't even say nothing about her son's look. I didn't say nothing about her daughter's look. First of all, I think the mama is a pretty, a nice looking woman. Okay? And I also, you know, feel like the daughter is nice looking as well. I actually like the daughter. I just like her daughter real, because me and the daughter can kick it. All right? Because when she was giving it to... She was giving it to Gabby, and when she was rolling that blunt up, baby, every time it gets me. But at the end of the day, don't fucking try it. Don't fucking try it, okay? Don't try it. See, I'm not one of those shallow individuals that, you know, go based off of looks. And I've even said this, you know, I don't even like for my partners to be so extra fine, because first of all, that'll make me feel insecure as fuck. Like, what is it about me when you this goddamn fine being with somebody like me? But that's cute or whatever. You know, maybe that's the issue I have to deal with, but it's what I'm attracted to. Okay, I've always not been attracted to the extra fine type of people. You know what I'm saying? I can say they fine or whatever, but would I want to be with them like that? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe it's an insecurity thing that I feel like I don't deserve that or whatever. But I like what I like, okay? I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've always been with people who have been darker skinned. So you trying to tell me I've been anti-black in my relationships? That I cherished? That I spoiled? Okay. You ain't seen me in other videos that go up for every damn dark-skinned man that been on the show? Hell, I don't care if they so fine. I don't care if they mildly fine or whatever, or if they just average. I'll go up for them. Baby, you go look at the Oval. Bobby off the Oval. He is dark-skinned and he is fine as hell to me, and he is beautiful and he can't act. So what? Kofi. I went up so hard for him, bitch. You know, I mean, that's just it. I love me some dark-skinned people, and I ain't finna come on here just trying to say that just to say it, but to convince you, but that's just what it is. I just don't like when people fucking try to attack my character, and I ain't never had nobody say no shit like this. And then try to say that we're giving Monique grace because she's a big girl. Baby, have you not been watching the reviews for this season? Have you not been watching the reviews for this season? And even if you haven't watched the beginning, baby, did you not watch the review in thorough all the way through for last night's episode? Because I went the fuck in and said everything that you said about that girl. And when it came to the transphobic and homophobic shit, I called that out too in the other video, because that's what the sister said, that she said something transphobic, and that was the reason why she called her out and posted that picture of her being fat on the thing like that. Because according to the sister, WeTV edited that out. You know, and if I go up for somebody that's transphobic or whatever, why would I go up for somebody that's transphobic when I'm the main one that's saying don't bring that shit over here, especially within, I'm part of the LGBT community. And what people don't realize is that just because you could be part of the LGBT community, there can be a lot of internal homophobia, and there can be a lot of transphobic people within the LGBT community. It's gay people that don't like trans people. And I don't understand that, but that's what it is. That's just what it is. And I made sure on my comments last week to say, do not bring that homophobic and transphobic shit over here on here, because you will get blocked and deleted. Okay? And therefore, when I saw what was said, I mentioned it. And I called this girl out. Ain't nobody getting no grace in these shows. I don't like these people like that. I don't know these people to give them fucking grace for you to sit your ass and put this fucking 2-paragraph ass thesis statement up here and to get in your feelings and say we're disgusting because we give certain people grace, and we go in on Chris, a fucking woman beater. A street nigga who's a fucking woman beater. And we don't give a shit about the girlfriend or whoever the fuck she want to be today. She vile and disgusting too. Everybody is. None of these people ain't nobody to fucking go up for. Okay? We go in on fucking Cameron. He's light skinned and he's fucking ignorant. We go in on every fucking body, and it ain't got nothing to do with fucking color on this goddamn show or on this fucking platform right about now. And no, I ain't one of them bitches that say that they don't see color, because I see color. But baby, I ain't one of the ones that judge people off of their color. I don't judge people off their hues. I don't do none of that. Because like you said, as a bigger person, I also have insecurities as to whether or not a person will like me because I'm big or not. But see, at the end of the day, if you want to call me out and say, oh, you a fat bitch, okay, and I ain't going to say that you fat phobic. You probably in your feelings, you know, I don't know how you feel, whatever. I ain't going to automatically just say that you fat phobic, you know. And maybe because Monique ain't my type. And since we want to go there, Monique ain't my type. You know, is it because I'm a big girl or a big person? I supposed to like other big person, like people like that. Automatically find them attractive and want to be in relationships with them. And if I don't, it means that I'm fat phobic. Is that what you're trying to say too? Because that's not my preference. at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's not my preference. Like, unless I find somebody that just really just capture my eyes, you know what I'm saying? I don't like what? Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. It's so stupid. And to say that we give grace to, baby, they tear Monique ass up. Do you not read the goddamn comments, especially on the last review that you're talking about, that you just posted on? Baby, they told Monique ass up in them comments, and I'm agreeing with everything that they're saying, okay? She is manipulative. She is fucking emotional abusive. She is a goddamn, she a lazy bitch. I'ma just say it. She's lazy, okay? She does have a nasty attitude because she's insecure with herself. Go back and look at my review because I said all of these things. I said all of these things, okay? Yes, she is buying this man. We see that. We see that. $500 on a fucking dinner that y'all shared together for two because you let him get order all this fucking food and you can't say no. You don't want to go to the casino because what, you don't want to spend no money because you can't say no because this is all your fault that you started it. But yet we want to give her grace. Baby, she don't get no grace. Baby, don't. You obviously just got here because nobody on this show gets grace. Nobody on this show gets grace. Nobody, even if I like them. I like Justine and Michael and they don't get grace, okay? I don't. They don't, okay? Girl, it just bothered me. I just don't like when people try to play me, play with my intelligence and just get all up in their feelings for what? For fucking what? Now, I can understand, like I said earlier, that a lot of things can be subtle or whatever. And if you feel like I subtly did some things, well, that's on you. But I'm not apologizing for saying that somebody is facially challenged when they also have a air of negativity around them. I don't like that. I don't like that. Please do not fucking do no shit like that. Granted, I'm not going to say that stuff don't happen, anti-blackness or colorism don't happen because, again, on this channel I call it out. But don't ever try to put me in that same realm. Don't ever try to put me in that same realm. You want to be mad that people are calling this man ugly because, and using that word exactly, you can do that because you might find him attractive or whatever. You can do that. But at the end of the day, don't matter what color you are, you can be an ugly individual. And your insides is what makes you ugly sometimes to a person as well. And that can play a part as to why people call him that. And he is not a good person. But that's not why people just calling him, girl. Oh, my birthday. Oh, my birthday. Like, come on. And I'm going to discuss because you're a bigger person too. You're a heavier set person too. And if there's somebody say some shit, girl, are you serious? Are you really serious? You really comparing that? When I sit up here and I literally say, I mean, somebody might be out there might say that I'm ugly too. I'm ugly to somebody as well. Like, am I in the dark about this? No. Do I feel like I'm the finest? No. Do I not understand that some people not gonna like me in that sense of, wanting to date me because they have a preference of not dating bigger people because that's just their preference? That doesn't mean that they don't like them. That doesn't mean that they don't want to be friends with them. That means that that's just their preference and it is what it is. And I'm not going to argue about it. Okay, I go where I'm wanted and who wants me and I want them. Okay, I'm not finna get all up in my feelings about it. If that's your preference and if they're not being rude and disrespectful about it, I'm not going to sit here and say that they're fat phobic. So how dare you try to make it seem like we're out here trying to be anti-black because this man is not the best looking just because he has darker skin. And then throw his family in the mix when nobody said anything about his family, at least not my comments and not out my mouth. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, and and I hate when y'all try to preference stuff with, now girl, I love you. You know I like you or whatever. No, because if you knew me and if all of that, don't try to soften no shit when you finna just try to fuck up my character or whatever. Like, no, don't do no shit like that. And making assumptions and all that shit. And that's the only thing that I'm getting pissed about. I'm not getting pissed about, the weight thing or whatever. Because, bitch, I say that all the time. It's the fact that you're trying to equate some shit that don't even go on my character. And I just don't. I don't know you. You don't know me to say no shit like that. So don't, just think before you speak sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Before you want to think something, ask before you just automatically assume, or go look. Go look, because you could have just clearly asked or, you know, questioned something before you just put this shit down there and made a fool of yourself. But all right. Anyway, I'm about to go, what time is it? I'm about to go get ready. About to go fix me something to eat, and then I'm gonna get ready. Might step outside for a little bit before I do Love and Marriage what is it? Love and Marriage Huntsville. Damn, bitch. Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then I might go get a drink afterwards. But anyway, like I said, you guys, thank you guys for the birthday wishes, and I will see you guys later on tonight. And I may or might not be intoxicated. I just it is a nice day. I mean, it ain't nice. It's nice in the sense that it ain't cold as shit outside. Usually around this time on my birthday and New Year's and all that shit, baby, it usually be like single digits, okay? But it is nice. Well, how many degrees is it outside? Because it really wasn't. It's 31. Okay, well, it's 31. It's going to be 30 degrees by the time I get out there. For real, for real. Oh, no, it's going to be 31. Oh, well, it's going to be 30. Bitch, who gives a fuck? I'm finna go outside. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Peace.